The collapse may honestly be near, guys, and most people are going to fall for it. Listen to this. A lot of people believe the collapse is possibly later on, but maybe it's going to hit everyone when people are not looking. From Peter Schiff. CNBC's Jim Cramer has done it again. In 2008, he declared that Bear Stearns was fine and not in any trouble. Less than 1 week, guys, before it failed, right? Less than 1 week. He says all these things about Bear Stearns is doing a-okay, and then 1 week later, it literally fails. Now he's declared total victory for Powell and the Fed by claiming 2% inflation has been restored and a recession has been averted. Uh-oh, what does that mean, guys? Right? So a lot of people are touting, a lot of people are now saying that there's going to be a soft landing, right? Where we won't see a black swan occur and things like that. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about how maybe something is honestly brewing, guys. And I don't really see XRP having a utility run until the system collapses, right? This is why this is very important. So we need to understand what's happening. As we can see from Wall Street Silver, December 23rd, 1913 was the founding of the Federal Reserve. Here are the results so far. United States dollar purchasing power down 98%, guys. Happy Fed Day. So today, on this day, the Fed was created, guys. Right. Isn't that crazy? Wow. On this day, everything changed. The whole system changed forever until the day they end it all, guys, right? And the dollar has been going downhill from its creation, right? The purchasing power of the dollar, guys. So this is why people hold what certain assets, right? A lot of people in the comments are saying, and space the Fed, and things like that. It is no coincidence that the century of total war coincided with the century of central banking, guys. Wow, exactly. So what that basically means is they throw certain events out there, right? So people get distracted and they don't see what's being created in front of their own eyes, such as the Fed back then. Wait a moment, that's insane, guys. What? That's just mind-boggling. Please like today's video and spread the news, because BRICS comes out with major United States bank predicts future of United States dollar. So here comes an actual bank, guys, in America, and they're predicting the United States dollar, where it's going to head to next. Okay, this is very important for cryptocurrencies and stocks. I'll explain why in just a second, and we're going to be talking about how XRP ties into all of this. So as 2023 comes to a close, the United States economy has started its long road to recovery. With interest rates hikes finally slowing, the Fed has remained optimistic that interest rates will see cuts next year as inflation of the United States dollar slows. Despite ongoing threats from BRICS, with the BRICS bloc growing as well as its mission for de-dollarization, a major United States bank is predicting the future of the United States dollar, right? Its demise. Could it be? Bank of America is the one predicting it all, guys. And we know who's Bank of America. Maybe could they be the black swan? In just a minute, we'll talk about it. Please like today's video. Bank of America, B of A, one of the leading banks in the United States, remains optimistic for the United States economy and the future of the United States dollar against BRICS. In September, the CEO highlighted that the bank's financial strategists expected a soft landing for the United States economy rather than a recession. Now, with inflation slowing back under control, the optimism remains. Additionally, BRICS has been adamant in the past that the biggest threat to the United States dollar would be on American soil, not overseas. The United States dollar has been the powerhouse currency for global trade for nearly a century. Exactly. Don't tell me it's going to collapse, guys, right? The USD will turn into a US CBDC, right? They're going to change it around. We're going to explain in just a second. However, BRICS expansion has made things much more interesting in the battle between BRICS and the United States dollar. With more countries joining the side of ending the United States dollar's hold on the world, the threat is bigger than it was when Bank of America CEO made his original comments. The BRICS alliance has a long-term goal to ditch the greenback and put forward their local currency for trade. Maybe that will happen at one point, guys, right? You know what David Short stated? What if we see, if I'm not mistaken, he said, what if we see two world reserve currencies, right? One for the world and perhaps one maybe digital, if I remember correctly. Now, from Gold Telegraph, the dollar index hit a 5-month low today, guys. This is happening as more countries are discussing settling trade in local currencies. BRICS is set to expand, and the Federal Reserve is signaling they'll cut rates numerous times next year. Who is ready for the new year? Popcorn ready, guys? Popcorn ready, guys? Because of this right here. This is the USD, okay? Chart of the USD. What do we think will happen, guys? What we need the USD to do is literally go down, right? If it goes down, it's going to be very good, very optimal for cryptocurrencies and stocks, right? Why? Because we have the proof right here, guys. Whenever the USD skyrockets in price, what happens to the stock market? This was back in 2020. You know that event that took place, right? Cryptos and stocks plummeted to the downside. Let's go back to the past. Check this out, guys. So 2001, right? It was strong, and then it went down when stocks were rallying and stuff. As well as this right here, 2008. Look at this, right? Skyrocketed towards the upside. Why? Because of the bubble pop back then, guys. So my game plan is I hope the dollar goes down like this, and then it goes back up, right? That's when it skyrockets. But a lot of people believe this is what the dollar will do. Just gonna die, right? That's what a lot of people believe. But I don't think so, guys. I think they have a trick up their sleeve. Here we go. LOL, USD ending at 589, right? Signs of being in the XRP community a long time. Visualization of reserve currencies, as we can see right here. Basically, we see all these other currencies coming into play, right? And then the dollar takes over, guys, right? Since the 19th century. And you guys can see the different years right here. So if we fast forward, look at that. Look at the USD. Insane, right? It ends at 5, 8, and 9, guys. So I don't know how people are saying the dollar is going to die anytime soon. Well, that's what they're being sold, guys, right? That's what they want you to believe. Let me explain. So the new development bank and the expansion of BRICS aims to establish a gold-backed currency, including 20 plus other countries like the UAE and Saudi Arabia. Today, 30 of these nations have embraced Ripple's technology and its digital asset XRP as an alternative payment solution, right? So only when we see the system collapse will XRP probably come into play, right? When the banks need a solution, guys, when the current financial needs some type of liquidity, right? Some type of solution to come into play. XRP as a viable global payment option, right? This is fascinating. Why? Because of this right here, guys. I'm sure politicians will find a way to socialize those losses and pass it on to the middle class. As we see, United States banks could get slammed with another $160 billion in losses as commercial real estate faces its biggest crash since 2008. The economy is doing horrible, guys, okay? So another reason why the dollar will not die, okay? It's because where the hell do all these wealthy people, folks, guys, put their money, right? Into crypto stocks. If they know a collapse is on the horizon with stocks and cryptocurrencies, maybe I'm not too quite sure about cryptos. Maybe cryptocurrencies will be a safe haven, right? That's a side note. But they're going to put it into dollars, guys, USD, because it's an actual safe haven. Okay, so pay very close attention. That's why it will not die. Maybe after, guys, right? After, when things are settled, then it will. But not yet. Look at Warren Buffett. Look at all these people. They're holding USD. A bunch of it. So, your question to me is, when will the system collapse then? Right? If we're talking about it so much. Here's a prediction, okay? This is from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.gov. The prediction panel predicted cycle 25 to reach a maximum of 115 occurring in July 2025, right? So it seems like between a maximum could be between November 2024 and March 2026, around that specific time frame. But this is from NASA though. Okay, solar cycle progression and forecast. The reason why we're talking about the sun, guys, it's because it always ties into this, right? They do specific events on these and these major events. Okay, 2020, look what happened. This is the damn proof in the pudding. It was at its lowest point. 2020, what happened, guys? You guys know that event that changed everything. The highest point is from NASA. They're saying about what? End of 2024, basically about now to middle to end of 2024, guys. Right? So this seems to be the time frame. The height of the sunspot number to the lowest point is when major events occur, like really major world events, guys. Okay, proof is in the 2020, 2001, 2008. If we do see a collapse here soon, maybe in the next 1 to 2 years, guys, right, things will collapse. The next major events will probably be in the early 2030s, right? A major event, guys. These are actual events that change history for as we know it. Okay, so the timeline seems pretty clear if you ask me. The fall of fiat hegemony. Think about this real good, guys. What do you have on your tombstone? Your birth and death date. They're officially implying that the end of the Federal Reserve is this year, guys. Why would this be the case? Wow. Right? Could it be? I'm not sure, guys. Maybe, right? If we do see a collapse, maybe it's the end of this. You never know. But like I foresee, guys, I think this is what's going to happen with the USD. Right? We're probably going to plummet. Stocks and cryptos rally, and then after this point, we're going to rise like the USD is going to rise like the phoenix, right? This is when the system collapses or some type of major event takes place correlating to the sun. Do we not see, right? Now, Ripple, send this guy to Bank of America ASAP since they're afraid of their SEC, of their daddy SEC and Gensler for what they'll say about using on-demand liquidity in the United States. Remember, this is what's super interesting, guys. XRP, I don't think comes into play right now. Why would it? Right? The banks, yes, they are probably in danger as we can see, but it's not as they are probably in danger as we can see. Yes, but it's not as worse or as bad as it could get right now. Right? So what did he do? What did he do during the greatest transfer of wealth in history of in the world, guys? Of the world. Exactly. We're living through it right now.
What are you going to tell your grandchildren? What are you going to tell your children 20, 25 years from now?
What are you going to do, right?
During the greatest transformation of history of the world, what did you do? Other than sit on your what did you do to take advantage of the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of the planet? What did you do? Not a fucking
exactly, guys.
thing. That's what you're going to say. Not a fucking thing. Because I was too much
of a coward, he says over here. So that's what people and most people are distracted, as we can see right now, right? Major banks are showing increased confidence in cryptocurrencies, particularly XRP, right? Major global banks are showing increased confidence in cryptocurrencies, especially XRP. Or they're saying it, not me, right? Major banks are showing confidence on XRP. This report, part of the Basel III monitoring exercise, often an unprecedented look into how some of the world's leading financial institutions are experimenting with and actively integrating crypto assets like XRP into their operations, right? But maybe everything changes overnight, guys, right? Usually when things happen, when does it happen, guys? Overnight. What happened during 2020? It happened overnight. It didn't happen gradually, guys, right? So again, maybe we should be prepared for the system switch here soon. Who knows, guys? Let us be prepared. Look at that 9/11. Insane. Not financial advice. Things are happening sooner, probably, rather than later. But anyways, that's what is amazing is. See ya. Not financial advice, and never financial advice. Wow. Never financial advice.